Good day. I'm here to... Hey, Gabriel here with the Icon Capture GPS Intelligence Brief for August 4th, 2026. All right, procurement portfolio managers, we need to talk because this is one of those boards where if you only look at the opportunity count, you are going to misread the market. Here's what I want to do with you today. I want to walk through the new opportunity flow, the legislative and executive movement, the regulatory and court signals, and then bottom line what this means if you're actually managing a portfolio right now and trying to decide where to lean in, where to stay patient, and where you may be kidding yourself. Quick note before we get in. The GPS demand signal review is still open, 8 seats. The terrain that triggered this session has not shifted. Federal demand signal, 0 new opportunities in the pipeline. If you've been watching these briefs and thinking about it, today's board makes the case. Code GPS 26W1 holds a seat and the 30-day preview. Links in the description. So let's get right to the facts. Over the last 168 hours, GPS surfaced. 0 new opportunities posted on SAM.gov. 0 federal hiring signals across 0 agencies. And all of that is happening while market BCL is 0%, with 0 agencies stalled under the continuing resolution. Looking at the current state of opportunity flow over the last 168 hours, we see a distinct dry spell. 0 opportunities have been posted, which can feel unsettling for managers who thrive on the pulse of steady bid activity. If you're tracking this on the capture terminal, the silence is deafening. Yet, the lack of volume doesn't necessarily mean the market is on hold. This could be a strategic pause or a consequence of larger systemic issues like continuing resolution, CR, drag, which often muzzles normal procurement operations. The absence of top opportunities suggests a moment to recalibrate rather than panic. Managers who read this tape know that raw volume isn't the sole indicator of market health. Accessibility to opportunities matters just as much. When the pipeline dries up, it's critical to scrutinize not just what is missing, but why. Is it budgetary constraints, legislative gridlock, or perhaps a shift in agency priorities? This is a moment for portfolio managers to lean into analysis, using tools like the capture terminal to anticipate shifts instead of reacting to them. BCL, or bid conversion likelihood, sits at 0%, reinforcing the notion that we're in a holding pattern. But remember, a stalled market has its own rhythm. When opportunities do resurface, they often come in waves, offering a chance for procurement portfolio managers to capitalize if they're prepared. The board's saying, focus less on what's absent and more on positioning for the next surge. In the realm of secondary signals, terrain holds are glaringly evident. With 0 hiring, 0 court opinions, and no lobbying activity reported, there's a stark quietude across the landscape. This confluence suggests that market mispricing could be occurring, presenting a strategic opening for those willing to read between the lines. It's a waiting game, yes, but one where patience can transform into smart positioning. The hiring spread, or lack thereof, indicates that agencies might be in a holding pattern, waiting for clearer budget directives or policy signals. For procurement portfolio managers, this means potential delays in project kickoffs, but also the possibility of pent-up demand. Once hiring resumes, it could signal a rapid influx of new opportunities, creating a brief yet potent window to engage. Court opinions and lobbying clusters are typically significant influencers, often foreshadowing regulatory shifts or policy changes that ripple through the procurement ecosystem. Their current dormancy might mask underlying tensions or negotiations yet to surface. For those managing this book, it's crucial to remain vigilant and ready to pivot as soon as these elements reawaken. Ultimately, this combination of signals tells a story of anticipation and potential energy. The market feels like it's holding its breath. Smart Portfolio moves live in identifying when this pause transitions into action. Keep your eyes on the capture ticker for any tremor of change. It will be your early warning signal when the landscape begins to shift. The GPS procurement market is currently characterized by stagnation with zero opportunities and no observable movement in agency activities. As portfolio managers, we must ask, are our current strategies equipped to identify and capitalize on emerging opportunities? How can we optimize our portfolio discipline to adapt to a zero-volume environment? What indicators should we prioritize to anticipate shifts in the market landscape? Our conviction remains steadfast: maintain strategic discipline while vigilantly scanning for signals of market reactivation to ensure readiness when the terrain shifts. One more time on this, because the brief we just walked through is exactly the argument for it. The capture terminal, same intelligence we just read, filtered to your book, running overnight. The GPS demand signal review is still open, 8 seats. The terrain that opened this session is still holding. Code GPS26W1 at communities.theicon.ai/capture/the-govcon-elite. Window closes August 7th at midnight. zero point zero million records, 4 verticals ready, provenance traced from bill to award. Like and subscribe if you're managing a federal grant, research, GovCon, or commercial portfolio. I drop a new GPS brief every weekday. All links, terminal preview, Shipley sessions, live cohort calendar, and the full brief are at communities.theicon.ai/capture/the-govcon-elite. Register free, and it's all there. This is Gabriel. I'll see you tomorrow. I just wanted to let you know that you will be disconnected